Okay, you guys, I know I didn't really get much of this on video because I basically started this project a long time ago, really before my YouTube channel started taking off, and I felt like I needed to videotape. But nevertheless, we're here today finally with some decent weather in springtime, and I'm going to put down a gunmetal metallic for some accents for the grip and some other parts, and then we'll go on from there. This has been primed with a dual color vinyl dye, and then I also hit it with a filler primer to try to cover up some of the 3D printed lines, because there's a lot of 3D printed pieces. Obviously they did a pretty good job, so yeah, here we go. Okay guys, I got a very special custom metallic pearl green that I had this custom made, so it's pretty special and very expensive, so I'm pretty excited about this paint, and can't wait to see what it looks like. Alright, sticking on the 2K clear coat as always, and we're going to get a really nice finish from this. I cannot wait to see what it looks like. Alright guys, so I know I didn't really do a complete build video for this one. I started this a long time ago, but I'm going to give you an internal look. We're going to install some sweet naked 180s, Extreme Pro 180 motors there. For a pusher, I'm going to use a old school Blade 180. This is very close to the same performance as this. This makes a good pusher too, but I think this will work just fine, and it already has a shorter stem, so it actually will work really well, hopefully, for a pusher. So we'll go ahead and put this in here and install these into my red artifact cage that I may end up putting brass in. I'm waiting to see. I might put brass in this. We might go ahead and do that too. And then, yeah, we'll get it all back together and we'll be good to go. since we're here, I'll kind of go over what's been done internally. Obviously, it's a rapid pistol, and I've made cuts to both chop the front off and the stock point off here, and chop the top rail off, filled the top rail in. This is polycarbonate that I used to cover those gaps, and I think that turned out really well. The jam door here is locked in with 2 magnets. They are this kind of magnet right here. So neodymium magnets. I'm probably pronouncing that a little wrong, but nevertheless, that's what they are. I can link those in the description. Obviously, forward we have the red artifact cage with the hooligan flywheels, and this is removable. And then I have, obviously, with this 3D printed kit from BSUK, you can attach attachments on the front or in the back, which is really cool. Anyways, moving on back here, we've replaced obviously all the wiring with 16 gauge silicon wire, replaced all the switches. These are 16 amp switches. Those should be good. I really do like this switch. I don't know if I can find the exact switch that I got. I have added a voltmeter to this side, and it actually has its own on-off switch right here, and it's really cool. And then I've made a disconnect with an XT30 there, so it can fit really nicely in here. Everything's been lubricated with some white lithium grease. That's what the white stuff is. So yeah, that's pretty much the blaster. Let's go ahead and put this thing together and see how she does. Okay guys, zombie dust is complete. Oh, what do we have here? This is my sweet bag that I got a while back, and it's supposed to be for a real steel gun, but it works amazing with Nerf blasters. It even holds 12 round magazines really nicely. You got a big pouch here you can hold stuff in, so that's really cool. So let's go ahead and grab this 22 out of here, and let me show you what I got inside. Boom. That is zombie dust. And if you notice, that is the exact same pattern that is on the bag. So that's pretty darn sweet. Went ahead and set up a pretty nice carbine here. Got a cut down Recon barrel attachment there. I really like the size of the cut down one. It's really cool and really easy to do actually. And then, of course, we have the worker stock on the back, which I went ahead and hydro dipped there. And of course, everything has that 2K clear coat on it. So it is just sparkly and shiny. Voltmeter there that you can turn on from the inside. But first I have to go ahead and put a LiPo in this thing. So let's do that. Got a nice little pouch here that will hold the LiPo. There's my LiPo. Usually I keep these in a bag, but since I knew I was just coming outside, I didn't need to do that. We can go ahead and put that in there. It's a graphene 0.95, so 950 milliamp hour LiPo 2S. We'll run these Extreme Pro 180 motors. So there you go, your voltmeter is on. It doesn't work real well with the percentage for whatever reason there, but you can push the button and then you can see the volts. So for whatever reason, it doesn't like to work well with 2S LiPos. It works much better with a 3S LiPo, but I originally had this set up for 3S motors and 3S LiPo, but that was going to be probably too powerful for indoor, and I could not find one that would fit in the battery tray like I liked. So went ahead and switched it out for 2S, and it works just great. So unfortunately, this does not light up green anymore like it did with the 3S, but that's very, very minor. So without further ado, let's go ahead and fire off a few shots. So as you can see, I have a little target set up there. We'll check out its accuracy. This is what I use to hold my blasters at indoor, and it's actually going to make a decent target. So let's go. So the wind was kind of affecting the accuracy there a little bit actually, but it is pretty darn accurate. I'm still looking for a little bit more power out of this thing. The power is not quite where I want it, and this is obviously also a battery and storage, so that can also affect it some, but nevertheless, it's doing pretty darn well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off these guys and we'll do a little pistol action. So when running it as a pistol, obviously it becomes pretty heavy, especially with that red cage in there. So this piece right here, this 3D printed piece, this is actually by 3D Printed Solid, is very, very useful, and honestly, in my opinion, it's a must. So I really like that, and it allows you to hold it really easily and fire. So we'll go ahead and fire off a couple. So I'm very, very happy how Zombie Dust turned out. It is an awesome secondary and also a primary, and I'm definitely going to look at finding a custom holster for this thing that will allow me to run it as a leg holster and something that I really, really like and feel comfortable running around with. I'm going to be looking for that, so if I ever get that, if I get something really cool to show you guys, I'll definitely let you know. And I hope you enjoyed this build. I am just ecstatic how that Hydro dip turned out. I really, really like that dip a lot. It is really, really cool. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build video and mod overview of Zombie Dust. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. If you'd like to see more of this blaster, let me know that, and I'll be sure to do so. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, smash that like button, and as always, peace out.